this afternoon. We also know that half of people over the age of 75 live on their own, and we know that the huge benefits, socially, Skype, all those other benefits. While lastly, of course, the financial benefits of being online, getting lower bills because you can see your bills online, getting better prices, being able to compare things. So lots of opportunities going forward. Great to see some intergenerational work here. Thank you very much for joining us. And I think we feel that young and old together have a lot to contribute to help. And we've got some great champions here who are also here to help us. And thank you very much again for your continued roles. So really enough speaking from us, and let's...
We're just going to speak to Peter Oakley now for 5 minutes.
Hi, Peter.
Who's joined us from Derbyshire. So Peter, if you want to give a few words.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you, and hello and good afternoon. Thank you for the invite to take part in this, and I wish I could be with you in the flesh, but the fact that we're able to communicate in this way through, in this case, Skype, I think just shows one example of the wonderful things that the internet can offer. And the previous speakers and the CEO have listed so many of those, so I don't think that I would want to add anything to that in particular. Perhaps it would be more interesting to hear of my experiences with the internet and the benefits that it has afforded me, which of course are many, and of course I can empathise with all the people there, because I was quite elderly when I first had a computer, and then subsequently got onto the internet, and remember all of the difficulties I had, which are probably similar to people in your room. I remember that stupid arrow, that cursor that disappeared off the screen as I sort of wound the mouse round like I was probably stirring a Christmas pudding, and it took a long while to get simple things like that, to get the finesse of operating the mouse. So I'm very well aware of the problems. I would describe the internet as being a source of information, education, entertainment and communication, and we could talk around those subjects for forever, but a lot of the things have already been mentioned. So my wife died 12 years ago now, and I think it was just a year after that I decided I would get a computer. And the reason then was that I thought I could find friends. I'm interested in writing and writing short stories, and I thought that would be a wonderful way of combining the two things, and I could find friends all over the place. But actually it didn't happen, because I basically didn't know how to go about it, and I went into many wrong places. But there were no courses as yours are now, and I went to a local college. It was a college where I had been before, when I was doing an art degree, and so I felt very comfortable there, and they were operating classes which were basically for secretaries who needed to upgrade their certificates for their work. And so I learned word processing, spreadsheets, databases, mail merge, all sorts of things. But of course that was wonderful, and not only did it teach me more competence in operating the mouse and the computer, but of course at that time of bereavement it was nice to get out amongst people and help to alleviate those problems. But as has been mentioned earlier, there are all these 5.7 million people who have never been on the internet, and of course, everybody is trying many ways to get that to happen, and an awful lot has been done by yourselves, and of course Race Online 2012 with Martha Lane Fox, and that's wonderful. But I think that we can all help. We all have friends, and if we individually can speak with those friends and just tell them of the benefits, then that would be one good thing to do. But I do know from experience of talking with some of my peers that it's difficult to say what the problem is. It's really, I think, a case of embarrassment, because technology has mushroomed in the last 10 years at such a pace. There's iPhones and tablets and Kindles and the ability to put your data up in the cloud and all sorts of things that gradually we have sort of understood as time has gone on. But to those who have never known anything about computers, it honestly to them seems such a mysterious world with an unusual language. And I think they feel, well, I know in the people I've spoken to, that they think it is all completely beyond them and some mystery sort of thing that they really can't cope with, which, I mean, let's face it, of course, is silly. They have held down important jobs. They're brought up a family. Of course, they're competent of handling it, but it does need some encouragement to get them to do that. And so that is another way that we could help, I think. But from my own point of view, of those 4 things I mentioned, the greatest joy to me, I have done all the things that everybody else has done. I have purchased things online. I even order my meals to be delivered online. And there are many people like me who are somewhat isolated. I don't think I would describe myself as a recluse, but like all aged people with heart problems, arthritis and general mobility problems, there are many things we can't do outside the home, and the ability to do them without leaving the home, of course, is wonderful, as you all know and has been said many times before. But I've lost my thread now. Oh yes, I was going to say, of all those things that we have done, in my case, I think communication is wonderful, and I have found friends all over the world, in my case, because I've been involved in social networking. I heard earlier on in your talk how one lady is interested in Twitter. I do have an account. I'm not interested, but I do have an account on YouTube where I have received some attention, shall we say, and through that I have made many friends. I've had many people from all over the world who actually have visited me. I have Skype with 150 contacts, I think, and so my desire in the first instance to find pen friends has in fact been fulfilled. And so for me, apart from all the other rather obvious things about the internet, then I can only say that it has enriched my life, and I have benefited from it, and I will do all that I can in any way to try to help any organisation or anybody to put the benefits to them, and see if we cannot get more of the elderly people onto the internet, and thereby enjoy all of the benefits that I have had. But I have gone on a long time. I'm sorry, I always do. We could talk forever, but I do wish you all luck there with your instruction, and it is very nice to see that young people are there to help as well, because it is the young who know much more about it than we do. You will have to be aware that as elderly people maybe need telling once, twice or three times, and that you mustn't get frustrated by that, but have the pleasure to know that you're doing something very wonderful for them. So I think I had better close, but I will stay around. I'm no doubt Andrew will disconnect our contact at the moment, but I will stay around, and if any would like to chat or ask any more questions, I'll stay around till the end of your event. So thank you very much for your invitation, and for now, goodbye.
You're all to it now, you're all dogs.
Thanks a lot, Peter.
Okay, goodbye Andrew, bye bye. Call me back if you need me.
See you tomorrow. Take care. Andrew, are you okay?
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. See you all later.
Call me back if you need.
Peter, thanks very much.
Call me back if you need me, Andrew. Bye bye. Goodbye.
Great, thanks a lot. Take care.
Bye bye.